Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I want to talk to you about partial quotients, and these partial quotients will not have a remainder, so they will go in equally, or they'll have equal parts. So if I said you had 432 M&Ms and you want to share them with 12 friends, how many M&Ms would each friend get? So with partial quotients, we would say 432 divided by 12, so we would set it up like this. We'd say, okay, well, I know that I can give every one of my friends at least 10. So I give them 10. What's 10 12s? Well, that means I'm going to give away at least 120 M&Ms. So how many do I have left? 312. Well, I could give them then 10 more, which would then be 192 left. I could give away 10 more. That's 120 total M&Ms. So then I would have 72 left. Well, I know that half of 10 is 5, so half of 120 is 60. So think about what I just did there. I just said, okay, well, if 10 12 is 120, and half of 10 is 5, then half 120 is 60. So I still have 12 left. So now I have one last grouping. So in other words, I found out I could give every one of my friends 36 M&Ms. Okay? Now, let's look at it and think, okay, was there a more efficient way to do it? Yeah, there actually is, and let's look at that for a second. So, let's say again, we have our 432 M&Ms that we're going to share with 12 friends. Well, right off the bat, we know 12 times 3 is 36. So 12 times 30 would be 360, right? So then I would have a total of 72 left. And then if I know 6 12s is 72, well, see how much quicker I got to 36? So then I can say 36. Again, if you're like saying, I wouldn't have done it that way, there's nothing wrong with doing it in clumps of 10. Just realize that that can take longer, that's all. Okay? So just be aware of that when you're working with partial quotients. Also realize with partial quotients, let's look at another possibility. So let's think of it with a different, again, we can still play around with M&Ms, but let's say we had 672 M&Ms, or Skittles. Let's do Skittles this time. We have 672 Skittles, and we have 16 classmates. So we're gonna give them to each one of our class. So each one of our classmates is gonna get an equal grouping of Skittles. So again, we could do it in groups of 10, but we already realized like 10 16s is 160, and we have 672. We're going to be going for a long time. So we could at least say, well, I know that if I double 16, that's 32. So 16 20s would be 320. That's at least a little bit better. And then again, I could do 20 again. And I see as I have 32 left. So I know 16 2s is 32. So then in other words, each one of my friends, I was able to give them 42 Skittles. Now again, if we want to think about being as efficient as possible, what if you automatically knew, well, I know that 16 if I had 16 4s, well, 16 plus 16 is 32, 32 plus 32 is 64, so I'd have 640 with, so if I've ever got 40, I'd have 640 Skittles I'd be giving out. Still have 32 left. none left over. So again, each one of my friends got 42 Skittles. So again, just another way for you to consider it as you're looking at partial quotients.